Hey, it's Guido with a replay analysis here for Nonamanadus and his Udes. Lakeville battle, standard battle on Lakeville. His Udes 03. Show you what he's doing with his camera here. He's going to move up to the center road, which is not a bad spot for a tank to go initially, especially a TD. He's going to choose to hang out at this corner right here, which is going to limit his field of view just a little bit. The things that he can affect are going to be in this general area. If he moves up to where the T-49 is, he'll have a better shot at anything that's spotted out here in this open flat area, plus his draw range will be further. The danger, of course, is once you get up there, if you do happen to get spotted, you can get spotted here if their scouts get down into some of these bushes or actually comes through town and peeks out right here. That is a way to get spotted, and then of course you take all the aggro from all the guys that are up in here. So it's just one of those calls at the beginning where you want to be a little more aggressive. His T-49 did not move very far forward. You can see that the ISU got spotted, right? So the T-49 saw him. So there are guns down there. At least there's a T-37, but more than likely something larger also hit him. So 45-2 Bravo is moving up, and we're still kind of sitting here. He's going to switch back to travel mode and get out of there. He was looking for some of those early shots. It's a fairly limited position. They'd have to be pretty stupid to really get there where he could get a shot on them, but it happens. Now, this I don't like very much because he's really cutting close to the lake. So for my money, if you're traveling across here, you get further up here and then come across, especially early when you know there's a T-49 trolling around here and there's at least a T-37 somewhere because they killed the ISU. And I'm sorry, that's our T-37, so I'm getting a little bass backwards there. But in any event, there is a T-49 in the middle, so a little bit dangerous crossing right there. I would not cut that close to the lake. Decent push here, especially for a camo tank like the Udes. This is actually a pretty useful push. Very low profile, good camo rating. He's got a net. And now we've got an unfortunate tortoise who has managed to drive right up. You just take advantage of guys when they do ridiculous things like this. That tortoise is going to get tore up. You're going to notice that the Udes 03 has some serious accuracy. Nonamanadus, you still have your gun shake on, I believe, unless this is my replay. I would get rid of that. It's very disorienting. If you like it, go for it. A lot of people like the realistic thing, but for my money, I get rid of it. This is an interesting thing to note right here, and this is kind of a map awareness idea. If you look at this, the Pershing's behind a lot of buildings. In addition, there's the forward buildings that are blocking as well. Nonamanadus takes a little bit of time goofing around, trying to see if he has a shot, and he's going to take, I believe he takes a shot here. Yeah. So, I mean, clearly you're not going to hit that Pershing. There's no line of sight towards him. This big building block is right there. So, when you're investigating red tanks that are lit, which is totally valid, and looking for a highlight to take a shot, take a quick peek at the mini-map, and then you can waste a little less time trying to figure that out. In addition, on a tank with not a lot of ammo, could be an issue later on. Kind of an odd Lakeville game, big push by his team up into the Valley of Doom over on the west, which is currently getting wrecked because a large portion of their team is moving back. Nonamanadus is going to make some decisions here. Now, earlier on while I was talking, you actually had a shot on that T-34B from where you were, and then you started to move, and then you noticed you had the shot, so maybe just a little late on the recognition, but you do get there. You set up the siege mode, take that shot. This is one of those times when you're just saying, reload, reload, reload. Oh, bummer. So he just got away. Potentially, had you taken the shot a little earlier, a little further back, you'd have reloaded in time. Of course, he started maneuvering because he got hit, so when you hit him, he may have maneuvered out of the way either way you sliced it. Okay, same thing here. That Conqueror's behind so many buildings. More than likely, you're not going to get a shot on him. Plus, you're just hanging out in the open. You can tell that more than likely there's nothing that can spot you, but you never know. You do have a T-49 forward, should be seeing most anything around here, but potentially just sitting out here in the open is not really a great idea. Going to siege mode here, looking for the Conqueror, it would appear, which we will find, and then he will disintegrate. And you can see you've got a problem over in the west. They've defeated your push, and now they're coming back at you. You've got some guys in the middle. You've actually won, for the moment, the town. And you've got guys pushing across. You're going to try to climb this, that's not going to happen. There's really no reason for that. That's just map awareness once again. I do seem to like that top spot there, and it actually works out a little bit for you. I'm not too excited about it because you've got bushes right here, kind of where the comet is, and maybe a little further back, which are almost as good. The nice thing about this spot is you have a little more elevation for those shots on these guys as they come around the corner. So not a bad position. If you take a look at your spotting range and your spotted range, which are now one and the same, it's just at the edge, so not bad. You're probably not going to get spotted here when you take shots. Maybe back up a little bit potentially. You've got plenty of draw distance left over here, so if you backed up, I don't know if you actually can. I don't use this spot very much. Look at this, you've got an object coming through the middle. Nice shot there. There you go. I think you see it now. Yep. So switch that around. He's going to start pushing this tank. Unfortunate bounce. And just watch that tank and see what he's doing. See, it's still sort of moving around. He's still there. Yep. And that just went into the dirt. I would have continued to investigate that and see if those continued to move. It was probably worth another shot, especially if they were getting moved to the side as you tried to push forward. So we're not being very proactive here, hanging out. I love this comet that's been camping in the back the whole time. Your Scorpion's engaged with a Scorpion in the town. There's a potential there to get in there and help that guy out at this point, especially considering two things. The object's pushing in the middle, so if you get spotted here, you're in trouble. He's going to whack you. And you can help your Scorpion survive that one. And you can see that your Scorpion is running away. Plus you've got the 4202B and the T-30 are taking care of that western approach. And the comet just starts shooting. He may be seeing those tanks move, so it might be worth to zoom in to see if no kidding that thing is pushing forward. It will eventually come forward on that road, so he does eventually push through those. Probably a good idea here to help out the Scorp. Yeah, absolutely. Pull back from those bushes. Just keep checking 6, but you're safe right now. There's nobody coming. You got a T-30. 2. You end up losing your Scorpion. The only issue with this right here is you really don't have many options for getting away after you shoot. But you don't want to back up too much and give the 704 a shot into your side. So I think holding what you got is not a bad idea. I never snap like that with this Scorpion G. I miss every time. I love the comet who's parked behind you and used you as armor. Yeah, this is a pretty good idea overall. The only real issue with it is you were probably still lit, and lucky the 704 didn't lap you in the side as you went by. I think it actually ended up killing the comet. Maybe this might be the Scorpion that does it, but the 704 is lurking there, so you just want to minimize the amount of time here. Highlight the plan. Yeah, the 704 got the comet. There you go, going into siege mode, driving in. Ooh, would have been nice to have got that shot. That's one of the issues with the U's. The Tier 9 and the Tier 10 actually move forward and back decently fast. This thing is painfully slow, but it's got a crazy elevation when you do something like this. You're going to get a shot for it though. Blap. Shot. So, good deal. We killed the Scorpion G out. Probably could have had him earlier had you gone in and helped your Scorpion earlier. Continue to move around. I think you go back to your favorite spot on top of the hill there. I like that bush right there. Alright, so now they're both lit. Both lit in there. I like this bush that's right on your right side. Just give you a little bit more camo. Again, the elevation does help a little bit, but I think from that bush you had plenty to shoot into these guys. Prioritize that ISU. Should have shot the ISU. He's well out in the open. He's got less armor. Could have easily taken a shot on him. He'd be one shot down hit points. Gives you a shot there. Outstanding. So shot selection. Obviously, if you can kill a one-shot, do that. But if you've got a nice juicy shot on a guy that has less armor, and all else being equal, and that was kind of one of those all else being equal, they both hit just about the same as far as hitting hard. And the 704's got some more armor, and it was going to be a harder shot. So nice job, you got him down. I might have taken a shot, try to work a pixel shot right there, just highlight the top of his tank there and maybe shoot in there and see if you can't drop one on him. There's really no harm, no foul shooting. You were going to reload well in time. There you go, you finally do it. And that gun shake again, just throwing your aim off right after you fire. There you go, and for whatever reason it backs up like a fool. Probably didn't have a great idea where you were. Now I'm going to speed it up because what happens here is you're going to go all the way around here, which I thought was a great idea. Get that T-30 over there. Now, what is his health? He's at 49. Yours is at 30 something, it looks like. It looks like they can both take a hit. The enemy one certainly can. And then you're just going to bail out. And that guy is right there. So I think you definitely had an opportunity to come up, go into siege mode underneath the crest, pop over and give him a lick. All right? And your T-30 could then move forward, because if that T-30, the enemy one, starts coming back up the hill, yours is going to have him. And if he continues to fight yours, you've got him. What you're end up doing is go to cap, which is not an awful idea. Kind of forces him. The thing about the cap is you definitely got it, because if this guy starts trundling up the hill, your T-30 is going to nail him right in the back, or if he backs up right in the front. But in any event, he's going to expose himself. So this was probably the best bet overall. Although just saying, I think you probably could have killed that T-30. As it is, it's going to end up being the win. So we'll just see through here. T-30 makes an effort to come up, it gets whacked for it. Or T-30 goes after him. And he's still goofing around. It'll end up being a win for you. So nice job overall, man. Initial positioning, okay. I'm a little more aggressive. I get up here. I do understand why people don't do it. You get spotted, you're in for a short day. Lots of aggro potentially coming in here. Once that wasn't there, you repositioned. I didn't like how you cut a little too close to the lake. I'd have come a little further up here. That position up there, not my favorite, but more than likely you weren't going to get spotted. We'll shift down, get a couple shots in here. I think you're a little late noticing that T-34 Bravo. We get into this bush looking for the Conqueror. Nice idea. He dies out, and now we start moving around again. I think an opportunity to go in and help your Scorpion friend, or at least position a little forward in here. This position's not bad up in like this area here, because you can get a shot as they come around the corner, and then you can back around the corner, maybe get 2 shots in before he gets 1. As it was, you eventually take out the Scorpion right there, coming around behind him. Nice job there. And then back up to this top area, because these 2 dopes come trundling through the middle. We talked a little bit about shot selection there. You end up killing them, and then I think overall a good decision. Come around, you're thinking about taking them out, decide, you know what, let's go for the no kidding sure win, or the surer win, and back around to cap. Man, I hope this helps. Nice job. See ya.